Another brick fan here with a set from Avengers Infinity War. This is Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown. This is set 76108, was released in March 2018, has 1,004 pieces, 4 minifigures, 1 big fig, and cost about $100 when it was released. This is one of 6 sets created based on Avengers Infinity War. I'll review the minifigures in a bit, but let's get started with the main build. My first impression of this set was honestly just a little bit negative. It seems a bit small to me, especially for the $100 price point, although it does have over 1,000 pieces and quite a few minifigures, so it's still a pretty decent value. Once it's put together, it is really nice looking. I think there's a lot of really good details. They did a lot of good detailing with the ingot pieces down here, some jumper plates, lots of exposed studs up here. I like how they put the fire escape together. I think it looks really good. There's a lot of play features that we'll get through. The set is relatively narrow, so if you look at each section is only 6 studs wide. The set is done as 2 different buildings. This side right here is Spider-Man themed. It has a pizza parlor down here on the bottom. You see Pepe's Pizza. That is a sticker right there. And then an open door sticker here. You can see this is on Bleecker Street. Peter's apartment is up here above, the 2 floors above. There's also a small build over here on the side with a mailbox and then just some other texturing. There's a trash can, and it looks like there's a piece of pizza. And here is Peter's cell phone that he's stored in a web. On the sides, you see some more stickers with a little webbing and some other stickers over here. Moving up, you see another web piece here that actually has an action feature. If I pull this down, you'll see that this front window falls out for battle damage. It's all done with some Technic pieces. You simply click that back into place, and it holds there. Up above, you will see this water tower, which I think is done nicely. And you can take Peter Parker or Spider-Man, have him hold on to this rope piece or web, and he has a ledge that he can stand on up here. There is another feature here where there's a little bar that pushes him off. And you see he'll fall down. And then if you rotate this, you can bring the minifigure right back up the building. On the other side, we have the Sanctum Sanctorum. And this is Dr. Strange, where Dr. Strange lives and protects New York City. You see its door, on the door it has the address of 177A. The ingots and jumper plates are used here to create some detail. There's a nice little balcony up front here. And the signature window of the Sanctum Sanctorum, which is done as a print. Overall, a very nice impression, I think, of the building itself. Each level of these buildings have their own texture. You see there's a black on kind of the roof and the sloped section, the nougat color here, and then the gray on the bottom. Thought that was a nice touch. More stickers here along the side of the model. Focusing our attention on the inside, you see on the main floor there is a sticker over here which has a sign. Move this sword out of the way. Use that to point. We have a sticker here with a sign on it. There's a lamp piece right here. A little brick-built lamp. There's a green chair along the other side and another, what I would call a halberd here. Another weapon inside the front entry there. Moving up to the second floor, you'll see some more stickers here. There is a printed tile here on the floor, perhaps representing a book. There is a treasure chest here with a couple of weapons, or there's a couple of daggers that come with that. Along the side, there's a bookcase. You see here the various books, and then a trophy piece right here. You may also notice this Technic piece pushing out. This is an action feature to break off and do some more battle damage of the wall there. When we rotate that, you get the battle damage, which made this wall section come off. And you see that the Infinity Stone is stored here behind the bookcase. That's, of course, the Time Stone. These simply go right back into place, just like that. Continuing on the inside, we have the top floor. And this is where there's a desk with several letters, it looks like, underneath it, or scrolls. There is another printed tile. There's another tile here with a sticker on it. Goes on the desk as well. It's a nice lamp or candle here. Bookcases on both sides. There's books up here and a couple of goblets on this side. And on the other side, there's that nice skeleton minifig head, and then some more books. The Sanctorum was done on this angle, and then the glass kind of sticks out. So there's a clever build in here with a lot of hinge pieces that bring all of that together. Moving over and taking a look at Peter Parker's side of the build. You see down on the main floor we have a pizza parlor. There's a paddle here, presumably to use to get this pizzas out of the oven. So there's a brick-built oven here. This looks like a water cooler perhaps. A pizza here and a little cash register. There is a fire extinguisher over here. There is another action feature on this. As we turn it around, you see there's this button you can press here, this red, push on that, and it pops out the pizza window. So there you see Pepe's Pizza, and this just clips right back in again. Moving up to the next floor, there are some boxes over here, and then a sticker that says Pete's Stuff. So he's getting ready to move, or he has just been asked to pack some of his stuff up. These boxes just stack over here on one side. On the other side, you see a computer here. There's a nice desk lamp that's built up. Also underneath the desk, there's a tile with a sticker. Looks like some concept art for the Spider-Man costume. Moving up to the third floor. Here is Peter's bed, which is done nicely. There's a pizza piece here, kind of under his bed. A web sticker on the window in here. There is one more action feature on this level where you press from the other side here. Pull this pin out that is on the other side. Let me show you that. There's this pin on the other side, just on the other side of the fire escape here. You pull this out, and now this section here falls down. Gets kind of stuck in there, but once that pin is out of the way, that section will fall. Let's take a closer look at the minifigures now. As I mentioned in the beginning, this set comes with 4 minifigures and 1 big fig. They are Doctor Strange, the Iron Spider-Man, Iron Man Mark 50, Ebony Maw, and the big fig is Cull Obsidian. Let's start with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. I like Doctor Strange. I think this is a very good print. I really like the white on the side of his hair here. And I think the look of the figure is really good. The face print's great and accurate to the movie. The detailing on the torso is really nicely done with medallion here. And then the printing that goes all the way down his legs, which I think matches up quite well to the torso print. He has this newer, softer cape material, both a bottom and a top piece. They're in two different types of fabric. So the top piece is actually in that older, stiffer fabric that provides that collar there behind for his cloak. Spider-Man is also printed very nicely. You see the blue printing on top of the red legs, which looks very nice and blends well with the torso print. And I like this headpiece with his Spider-Man mask on. Moving around the figure, you see that there's some nice printing on the arms for Spider-Man, which I think look really good. I really like these gold accents here on it. And you get a better look here at the gray hair on the sideburns for Doctor Strange. The backs of the figures are also printed well, with kind of some robe look here for Doctor Strange along with that belt. And then the continuation with the big spider logo here on the back of Spider-Man. Again, printing on the other arm for Spider-Man. Each of these come with a bunch of accessories. So Doctor Strange comes, there's a bunch of these orange accessories here with various different pieces to represent shields or flame or energy bursts coming out. They have the clear post piece with a stud on it to allow the minifigures to grab and hold these. A variety of these come in this orange color for Doctor Strange. And there is the same set of accessories in a trans blue color for Iron Man. The Iron Spider costume, like you saw earlier, has this arm piece. So this is the same arm piece they use for the Outriders, which has 4 clips on it, 4 posts on it, which allow for 4 clip pieces to go on, which gives you the Iron Spider. Let's put him back together quickly. And he also comes with the Spider-Man also comes with these web pieces. So you see this white piece here, and if you push on the side of that, it will actually fire out. So that gives you another action feature for the minifigs. Let's take a look at our next two. Here are the next two minifigs. This is Iron Man with his Mark 50 armor, and Ebony Maw, who is one of Thanos' generals. Like we were mentioning for Doctor Strange, Iron Man comes with this accessory kit as well, with some different power pieces that you can use. There's this one that goes around his hand, showing a buildup of energy, and this one is an energy bolt firing. Lots of different combinations you can do for that. They do include some more of these 1x1 studs to allow for the show of the repulsor lifts in his feet. Ebony Maw has the same kind of piece that we saw with Spider-Man, except in this trans yellow color instead of the white. So these will fire if you press on them on the side. A good little action feature as well. So looking closely at the figures, Iron Man has this new helmet piece with the flip-up face piece. And you see the printing underneath that helmet there is the heads-up display from the Mark 50 armor. The printing is very nicely done, and this is the same minifigure as you get with other sets, like the Thanos Ultimate Battle Set, for example. Nice and consistent all the way down his torso, down to his legs. The feet have a little bit of texturing, or a little bit of printing on the front to give the impression of the boots. Ebony Maw is done with this nice light blue head, which I think looks good. The printing on it is very good. Some nice printing in the gray and black with some more gold coloring here in the middle, which I think looks very good. Moving around the figures, you see there is some good printing on the back of Ebony's head here. Continuation of the similar patterns to his outfit or uniform here in the back. continuation of Iron Man's printing in the back here, and there is an alternate face of Tony Stark here on the back of the Iron Man figure. Let's move on and take a look at the Big Fig. Last up is a Big Fig. This is Cull Obsidian, another one of Thanos' generals. He has these brick-built hammers, which are done quite nicely with a stud on the side, 1x2 brick. Here, some grill pieces. Then there's a chain that connects to a post, which connects the two together. You can hold one in each hand, then they can be thrown kind of as a bolo to and from, between him and his enemies. Get these out of the way. And you can see that nice print there on his chest. Some silver and black and orange on top of the gray body. So we have a gray body, then the light nougat color for his head. I do like this silver. This is a metallic silver shoulder armor piece. I think the texturing looks really good. My problem with these Big Figs is the only articulation you get them is in the arms and in the wrists, which doesn't give for a lot of posability, but overall they look pretty good, and they definitely are designed to be seen. They are definitely designed to be seen from the front because the back is completely plain on this Big Fig, which in my experience is pretty common. So there we have the 4 minifigures and the Big Fig. Let's go back and sum up the set. As I mentioned at the beginning, I was a little disappointed in the size of this set. I thought it would be a little bit bigger, certainly deeper. It is nice where it can be angled so it looks like it's on a corner, which is nice, or you can close it up and have one on either side, which also looks nice. I like the fact that it is themed for both Spider-Man and for Doctor Strange. That gives them both their unique areas to work in. Lots of really good play features with the battle damage, some hidden features like the Infinity Stone, which is hidden behind one of the bookcases, some good nostalgia with Bleecker Street and then the address of the Sanctorum as well. The set does fall under the 10 cent a piece, just barely, where it's a $99 or $100 set with 1,004 pieces. But I think the fact that you get a Big Fig as well as 4 other minifigures make for a pretty decent value. Hope that you enjoyed my thoughts on this Avengers Infinity War set. I'm going to get going on another video. Until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and check out my other Marvel superhero videos in the playlist linked here on the screen. Subscribe to see more of my videos and click that bell to be alerted when I post new videos.